It's your boy Crypto Millie back with another one. So Jasmy fam, I think we're coming up to that moment that we all have been waiting for. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Jasmy, how the Ethereum correlation could put Jasmy in a good place within the next 2 to 4 weeks. So let's talk about it. We'll get into some catalysts. Jasmy fam, this is a very important video, so I need you guys to engage with this video. Let people know the Jasmy community is still alive and thriving. Now, the one thing that kind of points out to me is that Ethereum is comfortably now over 4K. What I want to do is I want to show you guys how powerful, again, the ultimate RSI Lux Algo indicator is. I've been talking about this for months now, right? Now, ETH never got a sell signal, but it's clearly overbought on the stock RSI. You can already start to see our breakout here above our golden pocket. What we're looking for is a confirmation candle above 4,600. What was the previous cycle's high? This is the area we need to break, 4,600, for ERC20s Ethereum tokens to go absolutely bonkers. I think there's a world where ERC20 tokens like memes do well. I'm not going to name them in the video. I'll do another video for that. I got a list of Ethereum memes, 3 or 4 of them that I've been really studying in the midst of this ETH suppression, should we say. But this video is about Jasmy, and we know that every time Ethereum has a breakout, Jasmy also has a breakout. Now, I want to show you guys the ultimate RSI here because this is one of the most important indicators in crypto. Look how it's extended above our orange line. Many people, and like, I'm not a TA guy. I just study things and I find out what works for me, right? And that's the big message in this video. Guys, just, ladies and gentlemen, find out what works for you and use it to its prestige. Now, I like this indicator, and this indicator has been very efficient for me. I am predicting now that if Ethereum can get above 4,600, there is a good chance that Jasmy breaks out. You can see that Jasmy also is above the orange line here on the ultimate RSI. Now, to be fair, the last time we got above the orange line, ETH had like a miniature breakout. So did Jasmy, but it was short-lived and the market tanked, right? The question here is the macro noise going to outweigh the market? Is Jay Powell going to come talk in the Jackson Hole, the Jackson 5, and talk down the market? We'll have to see. A few important things that we need to pay attention here is these moving averages. Now, Jasmy needs to get back above the 50-day moving averages, which sits perfectly at our 618 on the golden box. So I'm saying that to say this: Jasmy needs to print a confirmation candle above 2 pennies. If it can, there's a good chance that the next trend and breakout will continue as long as we see an extension with Ethereum, right? Ethereum needs to continue to show strength. Now, I want to focus on something that not a lot of YouTubers are talking about, and that's the ETH BTC chart. We've also got a solid breakout here on the ETH BTC chart, coupled with the Lux Algo Ultimate RSI breakout above the orange line. This right here tells me that Ethereum wants to go higher against its Bitcoin peer, which is extremely bullish for altcoins. The next catalyst that we have here is, excuse me, I brought up Doja Mars. I was looking at the Doja Mars chart. I'm locked in, y'all. But Bitcoin dominance. And this probably is the most strongest indicator that we are one step closer towards altcoin season. We can see the Bitcoin dominance has capitulated below our orange line on the Lux Algo Ultimate RSI. We are now printing a candle below the 50-day moving averages, which is extremely bullish. We are not there yet unless we can print a confirmation candle after this candle next week. So next week, if the dominance continues to fall, but the Bitcoin price continues to go up, or at least stay around the 120 range, there is a good chance that we see massive moves from altcoins. So you heard it here first. I am really trying to put out knowledge to you guys as I learn Hopefully y'all can appreciate this video. Jasmy has a very strong correlation with Ethereum. You can see on the total 3 here that our sell signal has been invalidated. It removed on the stock RSI, by the way. I told you guys that it was a good chance that it was a false signal. I also told you guys if Ethereum correct, then Jasmy was going to also bleed. None of that happened. Well, according, we got a few days left in the week, so let's not get too excited. But it hasn't happened yet. We are now staring on the total 3 at a possible inverted head and shoulders pattern. So if you don't know what a head and shoulders pattern is, it's when you see the head and you see the shoulders. Normally, it's the other way around, but when you got an inverted head and shoulders pattern, this is bullish. You got the shoulder here, you got a shoulder forming, and you got your head here. If the total 3 breaks our neckline here at about 1.1 trillion in the greater altcoin market, altcoins will fucking explode, right? We really need to just break 1 trillion, right? And head into price discovery. But we're right there at that line. We're right there at that line, coupled with the Lux Algo ultimate RSI cross. Guys, we are bullish. We are bullish. I don't understand why people will watch a video, and I seen this in like a video 8 days a day. So it's like, guys, work on comprehension. Understand that TA changes by the day. If I see something on the chart, I am a transparent YouTuber that's going to tell you. That does not mean I'm bearish. How can I be bearish when I fucking do crypto YouTube for a living? That absolutely makes no sense, right? I'm literally embedded in Web3. This is what I do for a living. So it doesn't pay me to come up here and just be doom and gloom bearish. And you're not going to get paid like that, especially in a world of crypto, in a world of marketing, and in a world of attention, okay? But at the end of the day, I try to be realistic with you guys so that you can probably prepare for either move, whether it's a move to the upside, whether it's a move to the downside. But I'm coming to the conclusion that not everybody, but there's a small percentage of people that really, really lack comprehension when I'm explaining this stuff. So I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm not trying to explain it to like you guys slow. I know you guys is smart people, bro. If you wouldn't be watching crypto if you wasn't a smart person. You kind of have an understanding of what's to come as far as the world of digital assets. But we got to start being realistic. We are right there at the cusp of a massive altcoin rally. We are right there. We need a few more things to happen. But the Fed is the final boss. And we haven't got out of QT yet. And we haven't got a Fed cut. But understand the market is forward thinking, which means the market is not going to wait until it happens. It prices these things in before it happens, right? We got 39 days until the next FOMC meeting. Let me reload this for you guys. The chart didn't pull up here. So much people probably checking it. It's like slowed and slow. 88% chance now of a Fed cut. So this has been fluctuating between 85% and 93%. And as we get closer, we'll get a little bit more information from Jay Powell in the Fed minutes. But as we get closer to September 25, I expect this to go down as, you know, the Jay Powell party, right? They're going to be finding something in the data that tells them that the economy is still strong. So I don't trust this number just yet. I want to get a little bit more closer to the actual date, right? Which is September 25th. September 17th. But until then, we'll have to, like Powell says, continue to monitor the market and monitor the data. Let's see how the rest of the week close out and if Ethereum will be able to hold 4K as support. If it does, then there's a good chance that Jasmy will be headed to 2 pennies and looking to flip the 50-day moving average into support. But if we get rejected, and you know how this works, a lot of people are going to be frustrated, and you got to assess the fact that this could be a lower high here. So hopefully we get a higher low. We can print a confirmation candle above 2 pennies, and we can start this next leg up, right? And I believe if Ethereum continues to show strength, it's a good chance that Jasmy will break this resistance and start to head higher as well. Anyway, let me know what you think about Jasmy. Let me know what you think about the altcoin market and the potential altcoin season. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you the next one.